The title of my testimony is God Called Me to Shepherd Russian Young People. My key verse is John 12:24. Very truly I tell you, unless a kernel of wheat falls to the ground and dies, it remains only a single seed. But if it dies, it produces many seeds. Hello, my name is Deborah Kim from Moscow. Part 1. I thought I was like an ugly duckling. I was born in 1996 as the second daughter of missionary Peter and Rebecca Kim from Mogimo UBF in Moscow. From a young age, I had many feelings of inferiority, comparing myself to my eldest sister Rebecca. Rebecca was very popular with the boys because she was pretty and had a bright personality. Boys often ask me questions like, "When is Rebecca coming home?" And what is Rebecca doing now? To them, I was not Deborah, but just Rebecca's little sister. I often complained to God, asking why He didn't make me like my sister Rebecca. God came to me at this time with His word, Genesis 1:31. And God saw everything that He had made, and it was very good to behold. After this, I looked in the mirror, and for the first time, I saw myself as beautiful and lovely. My heart was filled with gratitude and His love. Part 2. God called me to be a shepherdess. I was a very poor student in middle and high school, so I wandered in unbelief and fear before entering college. By faith, I applied for admission to the biology department of Moscow State University. And when I took the exam, the questions on the biology exam were exactly the same as the questions from the previous year. So God miraculously helped me to get a good grade and get admitted. However, studying after admission was not easy. All the students in the department were much smarter than me, and I felt like I had an intellectual disability compared to them. In 2017, God came to me through a summer retreat I attended in Korea. Through the words, "Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they're doing," I repented of my pride, hatred, ungratefulness, laziness, lies, unbelief, lust, and other dirty sins. However, Jesus loved me so passionately that He gave His life for my sins, shedding His precious blood. By His death on the cross and His resurrection, God gave me new life and made me a holy daughter of God. I am grateful that God has used me as a source of blessing at Moscow State University. I often thought that it was impossible for me to be the shepherd of Russian sheep. When I prayed to God to send me a sheep, He helped me to study the Bible with Sonia, a first-year earth science student at the university. Sonia brought her friend Sophia with her, and the two of them have been studying the Bible with me since then. God was also with me in my studies and gave me victory. When I presented my master's thesis, the professor who chaired the thesis, Kamit, gave me an A+, saying that in his 20 years of working, he had never seen a foreigner present so well and answer questions so accurately. I will graduate from my doctoral program in August of this year. God gave me this year's verse as my devotional, John 12:24. Very truly I tell you, unless a kernel of wheat falls to the ground and dies, it remains only a single seed. But if it dies, it produces many seeds. The Russian people are currently suffering and wandering in anxiety, fear, and darkness because they have lost hope in life and do not know what the future holds. The Lord wants me to bring them the word of the gospel and lead them to Jesus, the Good Shepherd. I thank God for giving me this precious mission. I prayed that every day of my life I will imitate beautiful Jesus, so that I, who was like a single grain of rotten wheat on this earth, may bear much fruit. Amen. And one word, I want to live as a kernel of wheat. Thank you.